Hey guys, Dr. Kahu here, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing another what if, and that is what if Naruto gained a Rinnegan part 2. Now as usual guys, if you guys can please like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, leave the bell notification on so you guys can be the first to get my new content. And I'm just going to state to you guys, apologies that I haven't been making what ifs, my life is just catching up with me. I know I'm making too much excuses, but my life is massively full on, so I hope you guys can understand. But thank you all also for your support and being there for me as my fans. I'll do better this time, okay guys? So yeah, thank you all so much for being patient. Okay? But yeah, I put this what if off for too long, and I'm not going to jibber jabber for too long, okay guys? So without further ado, let's get into this next part of this what if anyway, and that is what if Naruto gained a Rinnegan part 2. Now let's begin. So when we last left off, Kakashi, Yamato and Naruto were confronted by the Black Ops Onbu route that is headed by Danzo Shimura, and pretty much they wiped out majority of Danzo's team except for him and his 2 personal bodyguards. Now Naruto has slowly but surely deduced with his Rinnegan that Danzo has a special abilities with the Sharingan, to which is going to play an effect in this future battle. So now that we did this quick recap, let's get back into it. So right away the air is tense. Danzo is standing there, and Naruto realizes with his Rinnegan he sees that 2 of the eyes have disappeared, they're closed. Naruto's looking, just pondering, and as he's looking, the rest of his shadow clones are standing there too. Now Naruto is properly focusing his chakra into all of them equally. So the real Naruto is standing back, but the other 5 are in front. Naruto is pretty much doing what Naruto did, but instead of making 6 clones where he's the 7th one standing out, Naruto makes 5, so he can at least keep his chakra at a minimum of use. Now Kakashi and Yamato, even though they have been in a deep battle with the Black Ops route, or the route Black Ops, Kakashi and Yamato easily take out the Yamanaka and Aburame clan members, Kakashi doing a widespread lightning blade, and well, Yamato able to go underground and do a real powerful wood style to crush the Yamanaka clan members, so those 2 get destroyed easily. Now as Kakashi and Yamato are watching, Naruto is pretty much reading himself. Now Danzo don't realize that the real Naruto is standing back, he's collecting energy. You guys will realize soon, he's standing back with his eyes closed. Because he can see through the other Rinnegan eyes, Naruto is much more different. So Danzo immediately, when he sees that Naruto closes his eyes, he rushes to go attack the clones, thinking that these are nothing but normal clones. But to his surprise, Danzo tries to move fast, tries to do a wind blade, but thanks to Naruto's Rinnegan, he's able to anticipate it, see it, dodge it, punch Danzo in the gut. Another clone immediately comes and kicks Danzo right in the face. And then the third Rinnegan clone does a summoning, which summons a gigantic bull to crush Danzo. And these are all 3 unison attacks, and they completely destroy Danzo. And when the third clone unsummons the bull, Danzo's body disappears and appears behind that clone and tries to put his hand through it with a wind style blade. But the other 2 clones react and catch Danzo's hand. And the first 2 that attacked and missed, they jump down with a big ass Rinnegan and destroy Danzo immediately. And then what happens is the real Naruto is still gathering nature energy, but he's observing, okay? He left himself open purposely for the real Danzo to attack him. And by Naruto's own plan, Danzo moves towards Naruto. Now he goes to try to do attack on Naruto, but yeah, Danzo didn't realize that Naruto was collecting nature energy, so he can see him without his eyes open or without the shadow clones. All 5 shadow clones look at Naruto. When Danzo almost gets him, Naruto smiles and disappears immediately, to which Danzo is shocked. He's like, what the hell? And Naruto goes, it wasn't easy to do that. It wasn't easy to fool your eyes. And Danzo's like looking at Naruto like, what? He turns around, Naruto's right behind him. Naruto's holding a chakra and he stabs it right into Danzo's Hashirama shoulder. And as he stabs into Danzo, Naruto's already in Sage mode, and he infuses Sage mode into the chakra rod. And as he does so, Danzo's Hashirama cells begin to grow out and explode into a tree. But this is what Naruto wanted. And when he rips off Danzo's arm, Danzo disappears immediately, and so does the arm disappear, but he appears somewhere else on the ground this time. Now he didn't realize that because Naruto introduced nature chakra into Danzo's body, his body didn't take it well at all. And the Hashirama cells and the Izanagi itself is not working properly. So Danzo has to release it, all the eyes keep dying immediately. So he has only 1 eye besides the one in his head, and that's the one in his palm. And Kakashi sees that and looks at Naruto and he goes, interesting. Naruto looks over and goes, yeah, it's really hard for you guys to control nature energy. And even if you have that Hashirama part of your body, Lord Hashirama's Sage Mode was probably way more powerful than that. And then Danzo's looking at Naruto, you little punk, and as he's about to get up Naruto, the other 5 Narutos chuck rods to his body and pin him immediately. And then Kakashi walks over to him and he places a real powerful Genjutsu with his Sharingan. And then Naruto sees Kakashi's weakness with the Sharingan. The fact that it's technically not his. And so Naruto thinks about stuff to remedy or help it. And so as Naruto gets out of his Sage Mode, he walks away, he's kind of tired, you know, using his UNICEF attacks and everything like that. So Naruto begins to recover. Now Danzo is not killed, Kakashi really wants to kill him, but he orders Yamato to take him. Now Naruto goes, I'll leave Shadow Clones with him, but Yamato goes, as long as he's got these chakra rods on him, he's fine. Naruto smiles and goes, alright then. So he leaves the chakra rods in Danzo's body, and then what happens is Kakashi places a seal on Danzo. Now Yamato takes Danzo back to pretty much face his charges and he'll probably look at execution, so that's where he goes. And from there, the 5 Kage summit pretty much happens. Now as Naruto goes along, he doesn't realize that he actually used a lot of chakra and his eye begins to close. And as his eye begins to close, his other eye starts to get blurry and Kakashi goes, interesting. And Naruto looks at him, yes, Kakashi Sensei, and he goes, you run out of chakra when it comes to your Rinnegan, meaning your body's not really up to that standard of power yet, Naruto. Naruto goes, I agree with you. I healed Lady Tsunade and my body wasn't up to that. And she goes, yes, Naruto. You're different to me, Naruto. Even though you're not part of the Uchiha clan, your body can accept Rinnegan, how my Sharingan is not accepted at all. Naruto just looks at him and Kakashi goes, here. So Naruto puts his headband down just to make it, like, to hide his eye and just to rest it, you know. And Naruto gets used to it. He understands. So from here, the 5 Kage summon relatively goes near the same, but without Danzo there to influence the Land of Iron. Now, when Sasuke comes into the room, this is where things change. Naruto's Rinnegan is activated by then. And so as Naruto opens his eyes and he looks up, and when Sasuke appears and cuts the bandanas, he thinks Danzo's there. Now, that will play no effect soon, and I'll explain that after. Now when Sasuke gets there and he sees Naruto, the samurai ninja, or the samurai person, instantly jumps up and attacks. He pushes Sasuke out, but before anyone else can react, Naruto was already in there with a Riinegan. Sasuke has a sword out. Naruto places his Riinegan into Sasuke's lightning charged sword and blasts Sasuke right through the wall. Kakashi sees Naruto and Naruto goes, Kakashi Sensei, let me handle this. The Raikage bursts with lightning chakra and he goes, how dare you, I don't leave do this. He killed mine. Naruto's already gone. He don't give a crap about the Raikage. Naruto's already chasing Sasuke. Now Sasuke is actually taken off guard seeing that Naruto actually has a Rinnegan, and he was able to not only outburst him with power, but his ocular vision is more powerful than his, and Sasuke will begin to see why. Now, pretty similar to canon how Sasuke gets put into the open area where he fights the Raikage, this is where Naruto meets him. Sasuke stands on the other end of Naruto, and he goes, huh, just like Kakashi Sensei, you stole that eye, Naruto, you can't have your own power of your own. And Naruto goes, that's big talk. You accepted that power from Orochimaru. And what did you do? Steal his power. Sasuke looks at Naruto with real anger. Naruto goes, what else did you do? Sasuke doesn't want to have it, eh? And by the time Sasuke is about to attack, right away the Raikage comes with a massive lightning lariat to Sasuke. But what happens is, Suigetsu and Jugo appear in the middle, and pretty similar to canon, the fight happens near the same. Naruto asks the Raikage to stay out of the fight, but the Raikage tells Naruto, who the hell are you to tell me? I'm the Raikage. And as the Raikage begins to fight, Sasuke becomes slowly but surely serious. Pretty similar to canon, to the point where he starts to manifest a Susanoo body and use fire and flame control. Now, because Naruto has a Rinnegan, he don't realize that he's actually unintentionally copying all their jutsu. So when Naruto is watching, he's seen Sasuke's flame control, he's seen the Raikage's lightning cloak, you know, and he's just watching. And as Sasuke is about to burn the Raikage with his Amaterasu, Naruto opens his hand up immediately and begins to absorb the flame control that Sasuke does it. It burns Naruto, not burns him by his hands, but it does affect him so when he absorbs the chakra. And Naruto looks at his hand, it's kind of burnt but it heals. And Sasuke is kind of shocked. He's left on the wall because the Raikage was about to do a massive lariat chop with his left arm. And Sasuke was going to do the same as canon with the Amaterasu ribcage, but Naruto removed the flame, so it's just the ribcage. So the Raikage was able to hit Sasuke and keep his hand. And so as the Raikage hits Sasuke, he laughs and mocks Sasuke with the Sharingan and goes, is this the pinnacle power of what Uchiha can do? Worthless. This pisses off Sasuke. He gets back up and he manifests the Susanoo properly. He uses the rage and anger. He uses the fact that Naruto took his power away from him, his main defense. Gaara appears, he is watching, Naruto just standing there. And the Raikage is still not listening. And so when the Raikage goes to attack Sasuke without even hesitating pulls down a massive Susanoo blade and is about to cut the Raikage in half. Darui and the Raikage's other right hand man, they manage to push the Raikage away. Just before the blade is about to descend on him, Gaara uses sand to wrap around the entire Susanoo. And he tells Sasuke the same things he does in canon. I've seen your eyes, I know I've seen that pain before, blah 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 blah. All that just goes the same. But Naruto's watching, he's getting really pissed off with everyone because they're interfering in his fight. This is a hidden leaf matter. And he tells them too. He goes, this is a hidden leaf matter, has nothing to do with any of you. Gaara and the Raikage are about to scoff, but Naruto had enough and he flexes his chakra fully. He's really had enough. Even the Nine Tails feels Naruto's anger build up. And when Naruto opens his eyes, he has the Nine Tails chakra in his left eye. So he has the Nine Tails eye. And his other, who was Rinnegan, is at another power level, you know. And the Nine Tails chakra begins to flood out of Naruto. Everyone realizes that Naruto is really angry and Sasuke gets to feel this chakra. And then Sasuke directs the Susanoo to attack Naruto, but Naruto blitzes Sasuke's Susanoo. And as he gets to Sasuke, he manages to punch Sasuke right in the face, well, the Susanoo right in the face, sending it flying through the whole building. But this is what Sasuke wanted. He wanted them to fight outside to get some more, not the advantage towards Naruto, but get it open ground. And as Sasuke gets out, he begins to jump and run away, and Naruto sees this. So instead of fully giving chase, Naruto makes 5 shadow clones, pretty similar to how he fought with Danzo, and they head out after Sasuke. Now from there, when Sasuke appears on the bridge where he was meant to fight Danzo, this is where he stands right in front of Naruto, and he smiles and goes, finally, I get to kill you. And not only that, I'll take that eye, and I'll use that eye to destroy the hidden leaf. Naruto, really in anger, he pulls out a chakra rod, breaks it and tells Sasuke, he goes, you better be ready then, Sasuke, because I'm not holding back. Sasuke, you weakling, goes to try to attack Naruto with a lightning control blade and he tried to extend it, but Naruto catches the blade and breaks the lightning blade and breaks it immediately, which shocks Sasuke because how does Naruto break a lightning chakra blade, you know? But as Naruto breaks this, he's starting to really get angry. Sasuke has made Naruto's blood boil. And he's looking at Sasuke and he goes, what happened to you? Why have you become so lost? Sasuke tries to mock Naruto, calling him a weakling, only weaklings need the leaf and all that stuff, but Naruto just states, well, your brother protected the hidden leaf and he loved the hidden leaf. You're just spitting in his image, spitting in his dream, you know? Sasuke scoffs at Naruto and goes to attack him immediately. But this time Naruto just braves down and goes, alright then. Naruto opens his hands up and waits for Sasuke to plunge his sword right through Naruto's chest. And the Susanoo blade plunges right through Naruto's chest. The Nine Tails are shocked that Naruto did this. And Gaara, the Raikage, and Kakashi appear not far from the area, and they see Naruto. And when Naruto's sword goes through his chest, the Raikage goes, see, Konoha, look, he's gone rogue massively. He's about to attack, but Naruto disappears. And Kakashi's eyes open up, amazed. He's like, what? Naruto copied. Naruto appeared right by Sasuke with a massive Amaterasu blade around his chakra rod and holds it right to Sasuke's neck, and Sasuke's like, huh? How did you? And Naruto goes, little trick I learned from Danzo. And Sasuke looks at Naruto and is like, what the? And then Sasuke goes to attack Naruto, and Naruto disappears and chucks a chakra rod right through Sasuke's Susanoo into his leg, and it was an Amaterasu one. And as Sasuke gets hit by the Susanoo, the chakra rod, he is in pain, but he manages to use his eye to stop the Amaterasu. But the chakra rod is actually hampering his chakra control. And so Naruto releases the other shadow clones that he will need, and he focuses his chakra into Sasuke's chakra rod. And so Sasuke's Susanoo begins to disappear, his eyes begin to go back to blink in and out of Mangekyo to normal, and this Sasuke feels he's like, damn you, get the hell out of my head, Naruto! Naruto walks over to Sasuke, and Sasuke is looking at Naruto, and then Sasuke goes, how the hell did you learn the Izanagi? And Naruto smiles. He pulls out another chakra rod and tells Sasuke, you were under arrest. You were coming back to the hidden leaf to stand trial. Sasuke's pissed off, he's trying everything, but thanks to Naruto's interference with his chakra rod, this is throwing Sasuke's chakra control in a whack. And as Naruto is about to grab Sasuke, Obito appears and he opens a time-space bubble where it shoots out hundreds of these massive chakra rods, or hundreds of these giant spikes that make Naruto jump back. And as Obito sees Naruto's eyes, he's really angry, knowing that Naruto has a Rinnegan. One of the main players has a Rinnegan. And so he manages to make enough space between him and Sasuke, with Naruto and Sasuke. He comes and grabs Sasuke and disappears immediately without letting no one know. He don't say nothing, he doesn't even declare the Great Ninja War. He just disappears and takes Sasuke outright. And from there, Sasuke's arc goes relatively similar to canon from here. He's got a bone to pick with Naruto, massively. But things go relatively the same from here, like in canon. Similar to canon. But with Naruto, things change. The Raikage is really pissed off that Naruto spoke out like that to him. At the same time, he should be really grateful that Naruto saved him. So he looks at Naruto and goes, "I'll overlook your insolence, boy. Thank you for saving me." Naruto looks at him, and he pretty much drops to one knee, and his Rinnegan closes, and what happens is Kakashi looks at Naruto and tells him, "You're pushing yourself too far." And Naruto just states, "I have to learn my abilities one way. I can't just sit here and rely on them. I need to learn how to incorporate them into my fighting style." And Kakashi looks at Naruto and goes, "Well, if Lady Tsunade becomes fit and retakes the position of Kage, then Kakashi will train him hardcore." Now what happens is the 5 Kage summit goes near the same without Danzo, without Danzo being there and without Obito declaring the Great Ninja War yet. It's not till Konoha leaves that's when Obito appears and explains to them that they're going to have a new Great Ninja War, you know. And he smiles and goes, "And you believe the Hidden Leaf is your guys' saviors." So when Obito leaves, the other 4 Kages besides the Hidden Leaf Kages are pondering, but Gaara states that he needs to tell the Hidden Leaf. So all of them agree that Gaara should be the one to go to the Hidden Leaf and explain what is happening and what's going down. So pretty much all the villagers besides the Hidden Leaf right now are going to prepare for the next Great Ninja War. And that's where I'm going to leave this one off, guys. I hope you like this. Please like and subscribe and leave your comments down below. And yeah, I hope you guys all take care. And as usual, guys, this is Dr. Kahu saying peace.